Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today I'm looking at the next two Tales or Dynasty Tale figures. Now these were sent to me by the manufacturers, thank you very much. They saw my video of their soldier figures, their troop builder figures. I'll put a link in the top right for you on YouTube or on Facebook or somewhere. Contacted me and they said, can we send you these? I said, yes you can. The other figures I reviewed from them are really nice. And I say really nice. They're really nice because they're at a very good price point and they're cheap, and they're actually, for the price point now, are spectacularly good. How do they compare to like the Joy Toy Jianghu? Not as high paint apps, not as high sculpting quality, etc. Articulation is similar in some instances, but the shoulders pop out a bit easier on these. But then, you know, you're paying half price, maybe a bit less, so per figure. So it's like, yeah, you're getting a really good value for money on what you're buying here. Okay, so let's get a look at the boxes. We see we get two different figures. I'm guessing one's leader of the general, the soldier, sorry, and one's leader of the rebels. I'm not talking Star Wars rebels here either. So look nice. The figures do look good. You see the face sculpts are very similar. The hair is different, and they've done a bit of different painting. Well, it's not they're similar but not the same. The shoes look the same. The shin pads, the armor, just different sculpting here, and different on the chest and on the pauldrons, and different weapons it appears. On the back, see they come with like a stand for their weapons. See the armor, so you can have them without the armor, which is really good, and they come with 2 pairs each of alternate hands. This one comes with a sword as well, very nice. Okay, I'm going to unbox them setting up. Please consider joining the Patreon so you get to see everything before it's uploaded to YouTube, so you see it in advance, sometimes up to 3 weeks or maybe sometimes 6 months in advance, because I do have a long list of things to publish. It's free for 7 days, you can cancel any time in the 7 days. It will not have cost you a penny, so it is worth checking out, even just to see what's there and then cancelling afterwards. Okay, I am going to stop this, set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Okay, here they are set up, and they both look good. So they won the box to show them with the unarmored. It's not actually the armor you take off, it's actually body parts, because they give you spare body part. They give you just take the armor off, they give you like a spare bottom of the coat section. You get, as I said, you get the 2 pairs of additional hands. You get 2 open hands, chopping hands, 2 fist hands. You also get spare feet for changing over, so they're not armoured. And nicely they give you spare, it appears to be shoulder joints, which is pretty cool too. I haven't put this guy's helmet on, but he does come with a helmet as well. He also has 1 point of additional articulation. That's because his ponytails are plug-in, which means it swivels from side to side. We have to unplug it, obviously, to put his helmet on. So have a look at that in a second. And you can see they both come with this little rack for weapons. I haven't plugged them in properly because it's actually really quite difficult to do. I think I'll have to heat up the bottom part so it expands a little bit, and then I can push these in. But as I'm going to box these again after I finish this video, I don't want to make it a permanent or a really tight fit at the moment, just so it sort of keeps its position as it was just then before I took it out. Would be fine with so that see, that one doesn't even want to click in. Now leave it like that. But they do it pretty cool. But there's no a lot of grain lines, wood grain lines, that make it really quite cool. Guy on the left, he does come with an additional weapon as a sword. Let's have a look at that first. It's actually a really nice sword. Very cool. That'll work with your Vitruvian hacks, your Jianghu, your other fantasy, even sci-fi characters if you wanted to. But the scabbard has no way that I can see of attaching it to the figure, which is a bit of a shame, but is a nice sword. Okay, let's have a close look at the figures. We'll go with this guy first of all. It's a decent head sculpt, to be fair. I like that. His weapon is massive. It's in 3 parts. See that part there sort of coming off. So the top, then top of the handle and bottom of the handle. Very, very menacing. Not sure what that is. Not a spear. No idea what that name is. It's got the nice pauldrons, good detailing. Very, very nice looking figure. And on the back too. And you see the head articulations, the double barbel jointed that we're used to. Very cool. And the articulation, except for the stand up. No, they don't stand up for me. There we go. Except for the ponytail is going to be identical. So he comes with this really nice spear. It's a two-part spear. Nice face sculpt again. It's basically the same. The arm is a little different with the sort of face and whatnot, but in essence it's the same figure. Slightly different on the pauldrons, different animal too. Very cool. If I just pop his ponytail off, I can stick his helmet on. This one's got a articulated ponytail as well. Let's get this on. Come on, squeeze. There. We can have it sort of, the wind's blowing. Does look pretty cool. Since he's in my hands, oh, I can take off the pauldrons quite easily. That's nice. Aha, that's why for the shoulder joints now, you can pop them out because these have an extra part on them. Pop them back in. Pop them back in again. So that's a nice part. Okay, let's take his helmet off. Okay, and his spear. So articulations is going to be the same on both. There's a nice forwards, okay backwards, side to side, and you can look. Shoulders all around. Now the arms on the other ones did pop out quite easily, which is not a problem. These are made for sort of that. Great for customizers. The lateral raise is not far with the pauldron on, but if I was to pop that off, it'd go a bit further. So change the joint around to the spare one. Obviously go much further again. But that is nice looking. There is a bicep swivel. The bicep bend is 90 degrees, which is fantastic. On the hands, I think I put the wrong way last time, didn't I? There we go. On the hands you can turn, and it's got gun articulation on both hands. On the spare hands, they're all gun articulation too. Trunk is forwards, backwards. He can turn, little side to side. Waist, is there a waist? Yeah, waist turns as well. Combined, forwards is small, backwards is alright, and side to side is tiny too. Hips, this looks really nice because you can really go and impede their hips, but still goes quite far, which is okay, can hold an okay position. There is a thigh cut, thigh twist. Forwards is not great, backwards is fantastic considering. So it does get a decent pose in that. It's got a double kneecap, it's got thin legs, gets a really nice bend on his knees there. Very, very nice in that effect. And then the feet, you have a, oh, popping out there. Change his shoes easily that way. Very nice tippy toe. Dorsiflexation would be better if he didn't have the shin armor on, but it still is okay. And then the feet can swivel outwards and inwards, but there's no boot turn that I can see here. But it still is very, very nice. I do like these figures a lot. I mean, for the price point, I think they are amazing. To give you an idea of how much they cost in China, they are around, the soldier figures, sorry, around about £10, £11 each. These were a bit more. Can't remember exactly since these were sent to me, but I remember seeing them on Taobao. Let's get this part in again. Okay, let's get them standing up. We'll go through height and then do a quick comparison. So in CM, to the top of his helmet, he's nearly 11. To the top of his head, he is 10 and a half to the top of his hair. He's just over 11, or around about 11. So good size, comparable with our other 1/18 scale figures. If I do a quick comparison, I'll use my Boss Fight Studio Sigurd. I'll call him Sigurd the Survivor now. It was Sigurd the Wanderer. He kept using him in my videos and dying against monsters, and he survived. And as Sigurd the Dyer, or the Dead, now is Sigurd the Survivor because he keeps being used. So compare him to a Boss Fight Studio. Comparable in size, very nicely in build. They do compare very well. I think they look particularly good together. Very, very nice indeed. If I compare them with a Jiu-Toy Jianghu figure, I'll use, is it Wunian, the sort of a monk looking one, who's a fantastic figure. Again, size wise they do compare, bulk wise they're a little bit thinner, but they do compare as well. Fantastic figures, especially at the price point. I think you can find them on AliExpress. If not, I've got some links in the video description, also in the video comments, the first comment or the pinned comment, that they may be available from one of the links there, so it is worth checking that out just to see. Okay, so Awesome Action Toy signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, consider joining the Patreon. You can cancel, remember, so it won't cost you anything if you cancel in 7 days. It is worth doing that. And check out my other stuff on the channel, because there's loads of stuff for you guys to enjoy. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.